So episode 3 of Switchbacks Pub Talk, and I'm excited for this one, I really am. Are you guys excited?
How about that?
That was on cue.
Amazing.
That's just the perfect. We're here at Jack Wins, a wonderful Jack Wins. I've got a pint of Guinness. Marco Micaletto has got his water with ice, chilled, with a straw as well.
I know, the straw.
Yeah.
I thought about taking it off, I just never got around to doing it.
Oh, it's all right, it's all good. How are you?
I'm all good.
Yeah?
How about you?
Well, you've got some fans. I'm good
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
I'm good as well. I'm more happy because you're here as well. I've always,
Thank you.
I think since you came to the club, newcomer as well,
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you.
I've been a fan of yours.
Thank you.
I have been a fan of yours, and we're just going to touch on that in more detail. I want to say for a new player, new aspect, coming to a new club, new city, all right?
Yeah.
Obviously being out of town as well.
Yeah.
Okay. What's it like for you? Is it nervous? Are you excited? What is it?
Yeah, anytime you change club, hopefully it's your will to change the club, and so it's really exciting. And like, obviously when the Switchbacks came knocking on the door, it was a no-brainer. I was doing anything I could to make this thing happen. But then you've reversed back to like, you're meeting new boys, right? And so you're like, oh, I hope they like me, you know? So you feel like a little kid again going to school on the first day, like walking into the locker room and you're just trying to show, look, I'm a nice boy. You know what I mean? There's nothing, please don't bully me type thing. So that's always part of it, and that's always the fun part. But yeah, we loved it. I remember playing here last year with New Mexico, and I mean, the thing I remember the most was like the stadium, and it was a good crowd, and it was just to then understand that that's now going to be like my home field. Yeah, that was really, really exciting. Really exciting.
So what is that transition like? Because obviously we're here to share things, and I'd
Yeah.
like to know behind the scenes, how does it work? You're at a club, okay, you're at your old club, and you get the knock on the door, etc. Obviously it's not a knock on the door, is it?
Yeah.
You've got an agent.
Yeah.
Okay, how does that process work?
Yeah, so I think it was the 1st of January? I think it was the 1st of January. And
Always ask the missus, have you noticed? Do you know what I mean? I do it now and I'm nearly 40, you know what I mean? Yeah, I love it.
I feel like it's more stressful for
Is
them.
she your agent, by the way?
She might be, isn't she? It was first of the year, and my agent messaged me and said the Switchbacks are really interested. And I was like, okay. You know, I knew some of the staff, and we'd spoken before, and you know, nothing had really ever truly happened. So I was like, all right, whatever. Like, they're interested, but what does it really mean?
Yeah.
And then in a matter of a day or two, I was on Zoom with Chambo. And like, it's funny because I feel like they try call you to show you how good things are, and like even get an understanding of what, where your head is at.
Yeah.
And my agent's going, hey, by the way, when you're on the Zoom call, like, don't act like you really want to go there. Don't act like overly ego, right? Because, you put all your chips on the table, like. And I was like, yeah. And then Zoom with Chamber, I'm like, I really want to come. Like,
to be honest, even a phone call with Chamber, that's it, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
It is.
exactly.
But did you have that initial, obviously, you knew, Irish, what I mean? You knew of Chamber, Alan, etc., even Hoagie.
Yeah.
Was it initial, like, straight away going, I want to be with you guys?
Yeah.
Did you straight away?
There's a comfort feeling of the fact. So Hoagie was my coach, my head coach at a summer league, and then Alan was the assistant. And so you never really have that luxury of changing club and feeling like you know what you're walking into. And so I did for that.
Yeah.
And that's not to say also you're going to the club that just won the championship. You're going to arguably the best club in the league with how it operates and everything. And I was excited to some of the players here, the Mahoneys, the Juans, the JDs. So there was a lot of things that I was really excited to join. But then the fact that I already knew what Alan is like, and I got a really good understanding of what Chamber's like, and I know how Hoagie operates. It just felt safe. It just felt like I was like, not only do I really want to do this, but so much of the fear factor was removed from the equation.
And obviously off the field as well, your personal life as well. I mean, moving as well. America's huge. Yeah. It's massive.
Yeah.
Does that come into context as well? Obviously discussing it with the missus as well.
Yeah.
Like, that's important.
It
Or
is.
was it like, no, I'm going, love, you're going to have to deal with it, all right? In a nice way, by the way. But is it something where your career does come first?
I feel like I should be sponsored by U-Haul for the amount of times I've used them.
But anyone what? You never know.
Yeah. Hopefully not anymore.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, obviously, she plays the biggest part in my life, right? So whenever these conversations come, in my experience, it's never like, this is what we're doing. It's like, hey, Colorado Springs Switchbacks, hit me up. They are in Colorado Springs. What do you think of Colorado Springs, right? Because she don't play. She obviously cares about the club, and she'll ask me, and I don't know whether she asks me to be nice or not, but she asked me about the footballing aspect of it. But it's like, hey, we're going to be living here. You're going to be living here. Like, what do you feel about it? And we love the idea. I think we fell in love with it really early on, without even knowing why, to be honest. And then, honestly, we moved into the apartments by the stadium downtown, and so our experience of Colorado Springs is so nice. Like, you walk downstairs, or you just walk to the high street. It's different. It's different than what we had in Albuquerque, where it was just a completely different experience. And what you laugh? What's that face?
I've been to Albuquerque. Well, I just think of Breaking Bad, but that's it, innit? But I've driven right through. I kept on going. That's what it was. So you're welcome anyway. By the way, anyone watching at home thinking, why are you always turning to that side? You've got Mrs. Micaletto over there. Hello, wife. Wife is wonderful. Don't think Marco's just looking at the wall over there. But no, the boss is over there. No, I love it. No, that's outstanding to hear that kind of process as well. But I just want to totally take it back. Obviously, Marco Micaletto. Okay, did I pronounce that right?
You did pretty good.
It's pretty good. Come on, give me it. Go on, give me it.
Micaletto.
Oh, just say it again.
Micaletto.
Oh, God. Right, obviously, you're fluent Italian?
Yes.
Are you totally fluent Italian?
I'm a fraud because...
Wow. Albuquerque's coming out now, innit? Here we go.
Everybody puts me in a box of being British, which I don't blame them when I speak. And I moved to England when I was 9 years old. But I was born and raised in Rome or just outside of Rome. My mum and dad are 100% Italian. Their mum and dad are 100% Italian. Like, I'm Italian. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I'm Italian. I don't sound it. And then when I moved to England and learned English, I learned it like the English people speak.
Proper English, didn't you?
Yeah. And it stuck as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 10 years now I've been in the US, and I think when I go back home, and I think maybe, I don't know about you, but my friends would say, you sound American, or you say certain things that are American.
No, I don't sound, no.
But I, no?
I get quicker and thicker.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially when, if any Brits come in anywhere, I bump into them. I speak faster like with you now, So when you say home is Roma?
Italy. Yeah, home's Italy.
All right, home is Italy. Where is all the family? Still in Italy?
So they're still in Italy. My grandparents, my mum and dad are from the same small town down south called Taviano, which is near Lecce, Gallipoli, are some of the most recognisable bigger towns around there, which aren't very recognisable anyway. But very, very small. I think 5,000 people in a town.
Wow,
You know, when you think about the southern small towns in Italy, that's home.
So my family's in Genzano di Roma?
Yep. And
how close is that to you?
That's where I was born.
You was born there?
My passport says from Genzano di Roma, provincia di Roma.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's really, honestly.
Yeah, because it's a small town as well. It's just a small province of Rome.
What are the chances?
I know.
What are the chances of a player, Switchbacks player, and you're brought up in England, but then obviously you got your family in the same family where my family, that's weird. Yeah. That's really weird. Yeah. We need to put a lottery ticket on, I tell you. That's what it is. Yeah. So obviously that transition from Italy to England, 9 years old, you go into England.
Yeah.
Did you speak? You didn't speak English, did you?
No, we did.
For a 9-year-old, what was that like?
It was fine. It was fine because I went straight into an all-English school. So, and I was 9 years old, so it was like you either figure it out or you're not going to talk, right? So you figure it out, right? And And I guess at that age, languages come easy to any kid in my situation. I think it sounds way more impressive for adults that you pick up a language so well. Whereas as a kid, you just go in there, everybody else is speaking that language. You're doing maybe 2 or 3 months of extra beginners English classes, but after that, you just go with it. You're fine with it.
I always found it when I was at school. I went to Polish school on a Saturday. And I did Italian just with Nonna, and I just felt a bit uncool, and I got bullied for it.
Yeah.
What are you going to school on a Saturday for? But now I wish I held on to it because now, I mean, look at the world now. You can speaking a language. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's incredible. So bringing the football into life, okay, school, you did high school.
Yeah.
Was it club? Were clubs sniffing in England? How did
I
that?
was part of Southampton quite early on when I came to England.
Yeah.
I want to say like 11 years old. I was in their system. But then there's that rule where you have to be within like 3-hour drive or something like that.
Yeah,
I can't remember what exactly it was. And then playing for my school team, I was scouted by Brentford, which now we all know Brentford, Premier League team, whatever. But like back then they were like League Two.
Yeah.
They weren't that impressive, but it was cool, right?
Yeah.
So I played for them for 3-4 years up until 17. And then when it was that time to either be a scholar or not, I didn't make the cut. And I was actually over the moon. I remember...
You were over the moon not to make the cut?
Oh my, over the moon. I remember, I can't remember what birthday it was. It was too old to be crying about it. I think it was like 15 or 16. It was my birthday and I had training and I just didn't want to go. And I'd tell my dad, I don't want to go. Can I just stay? Because I went to a school where it was a boarding school, but I didn't board there. So all my mates would be playing, like classes would finish and all my mates would play just for fun. And I had to go and like train for Brentford. And I was like, I just want to play for fun. So when they let me go, probably the best conversation ever. I was like, I'll see myself out. Yeah, I know. And in hindsight, two things. I'm glad my mum and dad kept me there because I think my mum and dad kept me there longer than, if it was down to me, I think I would have walked out a year and a half prior. Because, you build resilient and you understand, you're going to have to fight through things. In hindsight, it was such an unbelievable opportunity that maybe I should have leaned in a little bit more.
I'm pretty flabbergasted about that.
Yeah, no.
Because obviously people here, and this is something we should share, in England, you will literally have teams. Think about so many professional clubs within, 5 mile, 10 mile radius, all over England and Scotland. The opportunity is incredible, okay? And that's where the word, obviously, grassroots comes from, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And you get an opportunity anyway. If that club doesn't happen, you try to this club, that club, that club, that club. Like over here, we've got we've got the Switchbacks, we've got the Rapids.
Yeah.
Then we have to go south, don't we? But think of it like south. You've got Castle Rock, even like Monument's got a team. You know what I mean? That's the opportunity. Yeah. So that's why I'm a bit kind of shocked there, taken back.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
So Charlie Adams?
Yep, Charlie.
He was at Brentford when I was there.
And now look at it full circle.
Yeah. He was
full
2
circle.
years above me. And we know some of the lads that were together, but not me and Charlie don't remember specifically each other. But I do remember that there was a kid 2 years above us that had like a wand of a left foot, and he says it was him. I can't tell him it's not, right? But I do remember, in the club, people speak, there's a kid 2 years above, he's got a left foot, and he was playing at left back at the time, and it was a left back, so I do believe it was actually him. Which was wild when we obviously first really met when he came this year. We started talking about, and you figure that you're probably training next to each other, or the field next to each other for 2-3 years of your life, and you wouldn't even know it.
And now you're here.
And now you're here together, yeah.
It's crazy. And speaking of here, so from that transition there, Brentford, how did that hop over the pond? What was that? Was it college?
Yeah, it was college. I spent like my 17, 18, like senior year of high school, they would call it here, in England, playing in England for like non-league, like the proper...
Yeah. Yeah. There's not wrong with that, man.
Yeah. It was.
I used to do that.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was great because
you learn, don't you?
You learn. You go from a system where like you are surrounded by elite players playing on these elite fields and whatever, and then all of a sudden you're 17, 18, and your teammate is 35, runs a pub and wants to call you, see you next Tuesday, any opportunity you can. So you learn a lot, and it was good. It was good. A friend of mine from high school went over to America 6 months before me. He loved it, and he just said, "Hey, do you want to come?" And I said, "All right, let's do it." And I didn't kind of realize like how big America was, and like college. I didn't understand there was D1, D2, NAIA. I don't know. I just was going to go play with my mate. And so I spoke to,
You like your mates, don't you?
I spoke to the Young Harris College in Georgia, up in the mountains, tiny college. I think it was like 2,000 students, tiny. Spoke to their coach. He was Scottish, and me and 2 other of my good mates just went over there and just said, "All right, here we are."
That's it.
That was it.
Then obviously that path.
3 years there. One of the years was the times I spent with Alan and Hoagie in the summer league, and then I graduated early so that I went and did my senior year at Akron, which was like a big D1, and I got to experience that like that big time soccer, and that was cool. That really opened my eyes to like what I could have done 3 years prior.
Akron, Ohio?
Yeah, Akron, Ohio.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in Akron, Ohio. Anyone else spent a lot of time in Akron, Ohio? Yeah. What's it famous for? What's it famous for?
LeBron.
No, what's it famous for? Apart from this gentleman here.
Goodyear tires.
Goodyear tires and something else?
Shoes.
Something you eat for breakfast?
Eggs.
No. Smuckers. Smuckers jam. Yeah, Smuckers jam and peanut butter, yeah.
I had no idea.
Totally random, pointless fact.
I knew about the Goodyear. The Goodyear's everywhere.
Yeah, Goodyear, yeah.
Goodyear's everywhere there.
I love it. And also, we've got a little Bambino Micaletto on the way, haven't we? Round of applause, Bambino. Yeah. I said I wouldn't embarrass her, but I'm sorry. Okay, you carry on eating, it's fine. Right, I need to ask, what is in the water in the stadium? Something's happening, okay? Right? Alan's had a baba, okay? Captain Fantastic's had a baba. You're having a baba.
Trainer Stevie.
Is he really?
He had one in January.
Right, okay. I mean...
One.
One. Okay. You've got a room full of babysitters. Okay. All right. Okay. Annie, how cheap? We cheap out. We're good, aren't we? $10 an hour. Should we do $15? Oh my gosh! There you go.
I used to babysit my mommy's kids.
Oh, there you go. Well, there you go. See, it's all the family.
Sorry.
It's all good. Are you excited? Are you excited?
Oh, I'm over the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like we wanted this so much. It was one of those things that we tried really hard, right?
Yeah. It's fine. It's an Italian thing. It's all right. It's all good. It's all good.
And we got it. And
hey! There you go.
So yeah, I mean, I think as a man, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm trying so hard to go past it.
Yeah, no.
Just keep dragging us back.
It's good. Go ahead.
As a man, it's such a different experience to she's pregnant, like we're pregnant, right? But I'm just buzzing because I haven't got to endure pregnancy and the delivery of it. I just can't wait. I can't wait for the little girl to come out, and I can't wait to be a dad, and that's all really exciting. Yeah,
it's going to be a girl.
Little girl. Yeah,
little girl. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
In time for the women's team, hopefully.
Yeah,
as
that's
well.
right. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, might as well. We're going to get one at some point, aren't we, Switchbacks? We are going to get one. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. That's amazing. Listen, what I'm going to do now, because I think that's a really nice little, end to that section there. I want to go to the floor, all right? I want to go to the floor, because I know you guys, we've got a few more people here than last time. Any questions? If you want to raise your hand, I want to come to the floor. Is that cool? Who wants to go first? Oh, this is what they do. See, they're all. Annie, I know you've got a question. Kick us off. Go on then.
Imagine having your family in Italy. Where's your wife's family?
Georgia.
So are you going back to Georgia? Are you living here permanently? And are they coming out for the baby?
Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, everything you said. So Georgia's like our American home. Anytime the season is done and we're ready to relax for a little bit, we go to Georgia and then we go to Italy. And yeah, for her family, a lot of them are coming out for when we are expecting Naomi to arrive, and then I'm sure when she comes after that, I know her aunties and everything are going to figure out, how to get here as soon as they can, sort of thing.
Wow, they've got. Oh, this is.
Thank you.
It's just lovely.
It's
lovely. I love this. I love it. That's why I love Switchbacks fans. It's just like a family. It really is. I love it. Anybody else? Yes, absolutely.
So you were describing your experience with Brentford kind of being like, thank God, they're not picking me up. I had that same experience in college, and I didn't turn back.
Yeah.
Now I play recreationally when I have the opportunity, but what was kind of like the, why not? kind of feeling for you that made you go back into playing more on a professional or more competitive rather than just recreational with your friends?
Yeah, great. And I think it was the aspect of maybe my maturity wasn't there, but like I've always loved playing. It was just I didn't want to play for them. I wanted to play with my mates for fun, right? And so at that age, as silly as it sounds, that is more important. You know, in my head, I'm like, I just wanted to be on a AstroTurf kicking a soggy ball with my friends rather than like an organized training practice with like an academy. And so I think it might have been good for my head as well that once I was removed from the stress and the pressure of performing in an academy, because especially back home, like it is more than cutthroat, right? You are like 15, 16 and you're getting told only one of you in this room is going to make it and you got to step on his throat to get there. Yeah. And I'm like, man, I'm 15, like he's my mate, you know, like what are we doing? It was just the love of the game. Like I wanted to not play for them because I loved the game. And then once I ended that, I was like, well, I still want to play professionally. So it was, one of them.
It's a good question, really good question. And it is like that. I mean, I've not been your situation before, but even it's like, that's how high the competition is in Europe, I would say, not even just England.
No, for sure.
And it is that brutal. You can lose friendships over it. Mm-hmm. You can, if you're crap, you're crap.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And it's awful. It's awful. And that could change somebody's career and lifespan and everything and friendships and that's what it's like.
Yeah.
So it's a huge decision. Great question. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
What has been you and your wife's favorite thing to do here in the Springs or just Colorado in general?
Oh, I like that question.
So, bearing in mind that she's pretty pregnant, it limits a lot. But as I said, I think for me especially, and I think she'd agree with just where we're located compared to what we've had in the past, to just be able to just walk down the street, go and eat here and have what's the potato place I call? Paella place. You know those frozen ice creams downtown? Those their thing looks like a potato.
Does it?
Yeah,
the ice
right
lollies.
by Atomic Cowboy.
Yeah.
Frozen, I don't
Frozen
remember.
Gold?
Yeah, Frozen Gold's another good spot. And then there's the tacos. It's just being able to just walk to these places that we've mentioned and consume their food.
He likes food.
Yeah. But the again, like it's a bit cliche, the mountains are really cool. You know, not the most outdoorsy person, but I kind of just like when you open the door and you see them, you're like, that's pretty cool. You know, exactly.
Describe it as our own postcard. It's always there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does change. Yes, as we know this week, it's just been like British weather.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful, isn't it? And even if you take a picture and send it to whoever, it
doesn't
doesn't do
justice.
justice. No, you're right. Great question. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Anybody else in the room? Anybody else? Yes, sir.
So I really enjoy watching you play. How your smooth movements and the passing is always pinpoint. So is there anybody that you model your game after at all?
Nowadays, no, but yes. So I grew up, born in Rome, I grew up watching Totti. Yep. Totti was probably, I had a level of affection towards him that was unhealthy, right? It was like he was my everything. And so growing up, I wanted to just be like him. And then obviously now that now that you're in the pros, it's not like he's obviously way better, right? But you then just work on your own game. I've never found it too successful for me to try and look at somebody and try replicate what he does. Try take something from everybody, but just make it yourself, you know.
Have you done the Roma Lazio? Obviously,
but
I did it once.
I wasn't allowed when I was a kid.
I've never been to one. So you go to the game. So Roma Lazio is one of the biggest rivalries in Italy, isn't it?
Yeah.
And you go there, I go there. One, they're smoking inside the stadiums, and I was like, what's happening? They serve the best pizza I've ever had in my life, and then they got Peroni on tap as well. But I wasn't in the huge kind of, what do you call the area behind the goal?
Curva Sud.
Exactly, Curva Sudo, right? And so it is like crowds going and stuff like that. Then there's like I don't know if it's a firework or a gun. What is it? What is it? And I don't know
how to call it in English.
I was like, what's going on? And what is that? Is that?
Petardo. It's like a big bang, but I don't know how to call it in English.
God,
I don't know
seriously. That was incredible experience.
But when so growing up, Serie A was never quite very like a safe spot to go watch football till probably like 10, 15 years ago. There would just be stabbings and stuff, especially at these big games. So I was never allowed to go. And I remember, I think my first derby, my dad took me when I was 13. I'd already lived in England, so we flew back to watch it, and I wanted tickets in the curva, so behind, where we had no business of being there, right? And I wanted outside. There was a flag that was probably like the size of like half of that wall, and that's the flag I needed, right? So whenever I look back at the highlights, Totti scored 2 goals. There's a bunch of flags, but you can see mine because it's cute. Sorry.
It's all right, it's fine, it's not live, we're all good, it's okay. Yeah. It's an Italian word, it's all right, it's all good. It's all good. Anyway.
It was just massive. And so, every now and then, not recently, but especially when I was like, maybe like 10 years ago, I used to like YouTube that game just to watch the goals and just see my huge flag like in the back.
Well, Pete, if you go on Marco's Instagram as well, I've been doing, how I like that, just going back on stuff. And like, you got pictures, you're actually in that section as well.
Yeah.
It's very, very cool, very cool. Right, I need to touch on this season. I'm sorry, I've got to do it. Otherwise, I get a slap on my hand if I don't talk about it, okay? Right. From your perspective, okay, obviously it's I'm going to say it. It's inconsistent, isn't it? Okay?
Yeah, we're not where we want to be.
We're not where we want to be, in fact. And I think we all agree. Do we all agree? Yes? Come on, let's be honest. Okay. So, a few things I want to know. From your perspective, okay, yes, starting, etc. We don't need to go down that road, but it must be equally frustrating for you, okay? But then as a team in general, as a whole, I mean, how does it happen? What is it behind the scenes that happens and gives you that kick up the backside and going, right, come on, fellas, let's get this done. So 1 for you, personally, and then 2 as a team.
Great question. I mean, I really don't want to answer like this, but I'm going to explain my answer. It sounds so cliche, but you've got to like trust the process, okay? But I don't want to give you the rubbish trust the process answer.
This is why we're here. This is why we do Pub Talk, because this is why it's so interesting. We want to know from your perspective. So just be honest. Be honest about it.
And it is, the results have not been what they wanted to be, what we wanted them to be.
Yeah.
And sometimes, it's easy to be like, we got hard done with here, and that was a silly decision there, and that was whatever. As long as we can control our Monday through Fridays, and we know what we're doing Monday through Friday, and we know that in the long term, that's going to win us games. What we do Monday through Friday is going to win us games. Mm-hmm. We're the most frustrating ones that show up on a Monday or a Tuesday after having lost, and you're kind of looking at the film and you're like, how the hell did we lose this game? How did we do this? So you just have to lean in a little bit more, and it's weird because I'm sure, because I've heard them say it, but the boys that had that start last year, that 0-5, these tough times can break a group, make a group, create relationships. So you have to, as an athlete, as a professional athlete, positivity has to be your best mate. Mm-hmm. And so you have to take these moments where we're not where we want to be. We haven't got the results we want to go. But these are this is an opportunity. You have to believe that. You have to believe this is an opportunity to lean into each other a little bit more, to work a little bit harder. And these are all things that they're not tangible, right? I can't tell you got to put the cup on the table. I'm telling you you got to lean into somebody. But lean into somebody means, especially me for a newcomer, now that I feel comfortable in a group, at what point can I have an honest conversation with somebody and be like, mate, you got to do better there. And the way I'm holding you accountable, you're holding me accountable. And the more we're creating this type of environment, which is already in place, right? It's already in place. I feel like the moment we demand more from one another, the staff demands more from us, and they already do. The wheel will turn, the quality in the room's there, everything we need to win games is there. We haven't pieced it together, but we will, and we fully know we will.
No, absolutely. And what's your name, sir? Mason. I'm a huge fan of yours. And I don't mind saying this, it frustrates me when you're not in that starting 11. It really does, because I think the way you adapt, you bring the team together, you've got the connection, if it's Hanya, if it's Juan as well, you've got a great triangle working, you've got intensity, you've got that. You remind me a bit like the Roy Keane back in the day, you know what I mean? You're nasty. No, you are. No, in a good way. No, in a good way. And I think that's what we need. We still need that aggression. I really do, okay? So just obviously, like I say, it must be frustrating. It must be frustrating.
Everybody wants to play.
Yeah.
every minute of every game.
We can only pick 11 players, obviously.
You can only pick 11 players, and I think the most important part, personally, when I saw a teammate of mine who's not starting, but who is smiling, he's working hard, he's pushing me, and he's got my back, right? Even though you're a midfielder, I'm a midfielder, I'm starting ahead of you, but you're the first that if I do a good thing, you'll be like, well done you. How good, like, it's such a good feeling, right? So when I don't start, again, it's another opportunity for me to be that guy for somebody else. And you kind of lean on that. Like, what can I do that makes me an asset to this team, to this training session, to this game? Because ultimately, listen, if somebody's starting ahead of me, well, they've got a responsibility to win the game for the club that I play for too. So why the hell do I want this guy to do something bad or come into the field not feeling like he's on top of the world? And just know that, like, hey, I want you to go, I want you to play, I want you to do everything. And the moment that you don't quite reach this level, well, I need to make sure I'm here. That when I get my opportunity, then I'm performing for the club to make sure that we win a game. And when I don't perform, vice versa. So to your point a little bit, it's about, it truly needs to be about pushing each other up rather than like trying to swipe each other's legs a little bit.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I'll give you a round of applause on that one, I'd say. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And it's difficult, isn't it? It's a difficult... I'm sorry I asked that.
No,
you know what I mean? I'm sorry I asked that, but it's like, I don't know. You see so many players, if it's Switchbacks, if it's my team at home as well, Bradford and stuff like that. You see, I've got friends who are in the team as well. It's like, oh God. You know what I mean? And you see it, you see it. But the way you just mentioned that, it's a team environment rather than an individual.
Yeah, has
to
be.
That's cool. Right, awesome. It's been an absolute pleasure, you know that.
My pleasure.
So I'm going to give you some quick fire 10s now, okay? And you can do a team collaboration with Megan if you want, but yeah, anyway, first one. Okay, what team do you support?
Roma.
That's it, Roma. That's it, okay. Do you like the summer, both of you, or do you like winter?
Summer.
Right, there you go, okay. Do you have any hidden talents? Look at the face, I like this. Is it clean? We need clean here. All right, any hidden talents, come on.
No.
You don't have any, does he have any hidden talents?
No.
Intelligence. That's good. That's
very hidden.
Okay, there you go. What's the biggest injury you've ever had in your career?
Oh, I've been so blessed that I don't know. I can't think of. There was an touch wood. There was 1 year, class year, one of the first years of pros, playing for Tormenta. Loved the club, loved the people. I'd done my MCL, like a slight strain, and I just wouldn't train Monday through Friday, just play Saturdays. It was amazing.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, and the owner would take me golfing like every day. Like, it was class. I was like, need to do this every year.
What a life, eh? What a life.
I almost felt bad telling him I feel good. I was like, it still hurts.
Wow. What a life. What a life. Are you still in touch with the coach?
Oh yeah. The whole organisation.
That's amazing.
Yeah, their family. They're in our wedding. They're top. Couldn't talk. I could spend an hour talking about them.
Did you get married over here or Italy?
No, we did it in Georgia, and then we did a
ceremony. You
ceremony.
had 2 weddings?
Yeah.
Oh, I tell. Like royalty over here.
No. But it was like we did it in the hometown in Italy, and then here in England. So
that's nice.
My grandparents couldn't travel out here and stuff like that. So it was important that we did them both, and it was quite. I guess one of the funniest things I think about it is we had a videographer for our American one is like the official one, right?
Yeah.
Because it was done first, and that's when we did the license, and I guess that's kind of was the most wedding-like ceremony. We had a videographer, and the whole idea was that when we went to Italy, we had a video that would be played in a small chapel of our wedding, and then it was like Mr. and Mrs. Micaletto, and that's when we came out to try and like recreate some type of wedding vibe to the Italian one. So we come out, and I'm thinking like, I've got some jokes to crack, like I'm trying to just be happy. And she's got like a line ready in Italian just to joke around, right? Like the food is ready. And we come out and everyone's crying. Everyone's like happy tears, but everyone's like besides themselves. My cousins are like wiping tears. And So all of a sudden I was like, oh, feels like a wrong time.
Very emotional. The Italians are very emotional.
Yeah,
they are very emotional people. Oh.
Yeah. So it almost meant so much more because you're like, wow, they really like, you felt like they were there. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah.
I know this answer, but tattoos.
Yeah.
How many you got?
It's funny. I don't know, but they stop right here.
I didn't see where it was pointing.
Like just above the knees, I've got my mum and dad's name just above my knees, and then nothing on left. My right bottom leg is like a terrible notebook, and that's it.
Well, I'm going to ask which is the most randomest one. I'll kind of. You were drunk, weren't you?
No.
Oh,
So
okay.
because I said terrible, like tattoo artist, top guy.
All right, cool.
But we went to the Keys 1 year, and that was probably the closest to a drunken tattoo, and it was like a palm tree in the sun, and she got a and mine came out good. She got a mermaid, and it's great. It's a fantastic tattoo.
Is it like a Little Mermaid? Is it a Little Mermaid? Or is it more like a... More like, all right, more like Splash the film. Yeah, right. Oh, I love that. Right, coffee or tea you can drink for the rest of your life. I know this one.
Yeah, coffee.
Gotta be coffee.
Yeah.
You get a good nice espresso over it.
Yeah, but I drink teas. I love teas.
Okay.
But if you're gonna point a gun and be like one of the other,
yeah, absolutely. Well, see, this next question, I'm not sure. When do you feel the most stressed? Does he get stressed? No. What a neat. You're so relaxed, aren't you?
I wish I wasn't. I wish sometimes I remember the feeling, first game I played for the Springs, first game I played for New Mexico, Columbus not really. Like you hear people talk, they get butterflies and they get really nervous and don't get that. But I love it. I love I can't wait to play games, right? I just don't, I see my teammates sometimes are really nervous or I just don't.
It's weird. So we asked Juan the same thing, like, what do you do before the game for that preparation? I want to know yours. Some of them were music. Some of them, I know Christians, does he read or podcasts or something like that? It's very spiritual as well.
Yes.
Yeah? What is it for you? You mentioned obviously you don't really do you get nerves? You get excitement? What is it? Do you focus? How do you get into that zone?
I just show up. I just make sure
shows up.
I'll make sure I get to the stadium on time.
Yeah, that's good. Well, you live on doorstep, mate, so it's all right. If you're late, there's something wrong, I tell you. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Just don't get fined. I'm there.
And
whenever someone says, all right, time to warm up, let's go outside.
Wow.
Yeah.
Seriously, I think you start thinking about opening your own business as well. I think this could be listen, if you got this really here, I love it. Away from footy, soccer, any favourite sports? Play or watch?
Yeah, I like golf. Terrible at it.
Okay.
But I enjoy playing it. I think it's such a complementary sport to soccer, to any sport. I really enjoy it, and I love farming, planting things.
All right, cool. I thought you said you're on I thought you had a farm.
I ain't got a farm. I've got a planter.
Yet?
Right,
You'll have a farm, trust me.
I want to have bees and honey. I want to create honey. That's like a little bit of a... Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
There's a place in Springs. I don't know where it is. I'll get you the contact. You can actually go with the suit and everything and go.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
No.
I'll get you the contacts. I'll get you. We had them on Fox at one point. They did send me out though. I was like, no, I'm not doing it.
I love the idea of just...
Yeah. Because one of the bees actually...
dangerous,
Yeah. Right, morning or night owl? Because this is going to change, isn't it, eh? With the baby?
Morning.
Yeah, morning. Oh, morning.
Morning, yeah.
Who's doing diapers? Are you going to be doing diapers?
I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Give it a shot. Yeah, you're gonna have to do it. What's the best meal you've ever eaten? Or you know what? Put it there. The last meal you would like to probably eat.
There's nothing like a proper good big fat steak. In Italy, so Dad actually this off-season bought me. Dad's job right now, they're in the north for just a period of time. And there's Fiorentina, which is Florence, and there's a special steak called a Fiorentina. And you just get a bowl like that and it's just chunks of steak and they're still cooking in front of you.
How big's that bowl?
It's 128 ounces, 100 128 ounces.
Someone just went, Jesus.
Yeah, no, like it is like there's a cow on the table for you. And it's called a Fiorentina.
I'm checking that out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that out. Text or phone call.
Oh God, I call.
Do you like to get on?
Yeah, I call.
Call. Just get on with it. Get on with it.
Yeah. I call
Does he do that
everybody.
thing when like I do? So probably because I'm getting older, I'll ring up and I forgot. I'll ring again, and then I'll do it again. Oh, I forgot again because you do that. Yeah.
I'll be even like customer service. Oh, I'll be ready to call anybody. Like she's like, why don't you go online and like just pick up, just Google whatever the like customer service.
And get on with it.
And I'm on the phone. Yes.
But no stress, very cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, no stress.
I
Just
love it.
get an answer.
I love it.
Yeah.
Right, last question for you, sir. If you could play along any other 3 players in your 11, okay, who would they be with you? Okay.
Play along.
Play alongside. Play alongside. So obviously you're in the midfield area. Who else do you want in there?
In the switchbacks?
No, it could be any, just
in my life, not my life, but in world football.
I mean, we could take the switchbacks if one. All right, we've got 3 empty places, but you can have anyone. Money's no object. Go for it. Totti? Okay. Obviously sticking him up front, aren't we?
Yeah, you've got to put Messi in there.
Everyone said Messi. Everyone has said Messi. He's getting slow, everybody.
Yeah.
He's aging. It's going to change soon. Oh, all right. Well, World Cup's next year, so we'll see.
He's just that.
I know he is.
That
He is.
good.
He is.
I just want to see and touch him and be like you real, mate? I mean, what is wrong with you, dude? Like, you make us look terrible.
So you're going to see Messi, you're going to go, I just wanted to touch him, see if you're real.
Wanted to figure out.
So you got Totti,
Messi. I mean, it's in line, but obviously Maradona for me. I think he just looks like we watch videos of him, and he just looks like he's having a laugh. And obviously, like his off-the-field antiques were just outrageous.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
So like, you just want to it'd be fun.
Maradona.
And then I'll bring it back to an Italian. I'd say it just has to be between De Rossi or Cassano.
Well, that's 4 players. I'll be honest.
Yeah, well, it's fine. One of these 2 will go in.
I love it. No, I love it. I love it. Listen, it's been an absolute pleasure.
No, it's been
all right, what I want you to do, look down the camera and say thank you for watching Pub Talk. Please come and see us again for next episode. We're going to have a double header. But I want you to say it in Italian, please.
Oh, ok. Grazie per averci guardato qua. Pub Talk. What else did I need to say?
So we're going to have
a
double header for the next episode, please.
Il prossimo episodio ci saranno 2 giocatori. What else?
And say thank you so much for watching.
Grazie mille.
Yeah, thank you Colorado Springs.
Grazie Colorado Springs.
Thank you Switchbacks fans, you're the best in the world.
Grazie tifosi, siete i migliori nel mondo.
Yeah, and bye for now.
E ci vediamo presto.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, Marco Micaletto, thank you so much. Come on.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.